Hello everyone! Today we are going to talk about something really important. But first, let me ask you a question. Where does Java store your data when your program runs? Let me share the answer. Java uses two storage areas, which are the stack and the heap. Before we talk about stack and heap, let me give you a simple picture to keep in mind throughout this video. Imagine a building with two floors. The ground floor is small, fast, and very organized. Things come in and go out very quickly. This is the stack. The upper floor is much larger. It can hold a lot more stuff, and things stay there much longer. This is the heap. Java automatically decides what goes on which floor, and that decision is based on what kind of data is. So, the stack is where Java stores local variables. What are local variables? Variables that you declare inside a method. So the stack is where Java stores local variables. What are local variables? Variables that you declare inside a method. Think of it like a notepad that a waiter carries in a restaurant. When a customer places an order, the waiter writes it on the notepad. When the order is delivered and the customer leaves, the waiter tears that page off and throws it away. The stack works exactly the same way. Every time a method runs, Java creates a small space in the stack for that method. This space is called a stack frame. All the local variables inside that method are written in this stack in this stack frame. When the method finishes, that stack frame is completely removed. All the local variables inside it disappear, just like the waiter tears off the page. So local variables only exist while their method is running. Nothing more, nothing less. So this stack also follows a simple rule, which is last in, first out, also known as LIFO. Think of it like a stack of books. You always add a new book on top, and you always take the top book first. The last book placed is the first one taken, right? The heap, let's talk about the heap. The heap is where Java stores objects. Every time you create an object using the keyword new, do you remember the keyword new? That object is placed in the heap. Think of the heap like a large warehouse. When you order furniture, it gets stored in the warehouse. It stays there as long as you need it. When you no longer need it, the warehouse removes it to free up space. In Java, the garbage collector is like warehouse manager. It automatically removes objects from the heap when they are no longer needed, without you having to do anything manually. Now here is something important. Instance variables. What are instance variables? Variables declared inside a class, but outside any method. So, instance variables, which are the variables declared inside a class but outside any method, are stored inside objects. And since objects live in the heap, instance variables live in the heap too. Let's look at a simple example to make everything clear. We are now inside the class computer int. Let's write a variable int marks, semicolon. What is int marks? marks is an instance variable because it is inside a class but outside of a method. Now let's write the main method. Write the keyword main, then press the control space and enter. Now let's write a local variable inside the main method, int score 1940. It is a local variable, right? Because it is inside a method. Now let's write or create an object. First we write the name of the class. What is the name of the class? Computer. We write the name of the class, the name of the object. We use a name for object, st for example. The keyword new, as I said, as long as the time that we write the keyword new, a space in heap is created for this object. And again, I write the name of the class, parentheses and semicolon. It is an object, creating an object, right? Now let me write st dot operator and marks the instance variable marks equal 90. So let's see what happens in memory. This one, score, is a local variable declared inside the main method, so it goes into the stack, inside the stack frame of main, right? And here, new computer, this creates a computer object, so it goes into the heap. The object contains marks here, the instance variables, so marks lives inside the object in the heap. And here a computer st is this one is a reference variable. It is declared inside a method, main method, so it goes into the stack, but it does not store the object itself. It stores the address of the object in the heap. Think of it like a home address written on a piece of paper. The paper is in your pocket, that is the stack. The actual house is somewhere else, that is the heap. The address on the paper tells you where to find the house. So when you write st that marks, you are using the address stored in st to find the object in the heap and access its marks variable. When main finish, the stack frame of main is removed. Score and st disappear from the stack. The computer object in the heap is no longer pointed to by anything, so the garbage collector removes it automatically. Let me summarize everything in the simplest way possible. Local variables, which are declared inside a method. A method live in the stack and disappear when the method ends. And objects created with new keyword live in the heap, stay until garbage collector removes them. And instance variables, which are declared inside a class, live inside objects, so they live in the heap. Reference variables, which are like computer st, live in the stack but point to objects in the heap. So local variables declared inside a method live in the stack, disappear when the method ends. Objects created with new keyword live in the heap, stay until garbage collector removes them. Instance variables declared inside a class live inside objects, so they live in the heap. Reference variables like computer SD live in the stack but point to objects in the heap. And that is stack and heap in Java. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe the channel so you never miss a video. See you in the next one.